Hello guys, Greg back with another video. So today I'm looking at the best 5 amber fragrances for the colder months. Just my opinions here based on amber fragrances that I've smelt, ones that I own. I have got a really dodgy throat today, so if I start coughing and spluttering, I do apologise, but I'll try and get through the video and not make it too bad. As requested by a lot of you guys, before we get started on the fragrances, a quick watch of the day. So this is the Seiko Turtle. And this is the Batman edition. The reference on this one is SRP 787. So on with the fragrances. So the first one, this is from a house that really doesn't get talked about very much. The house is called Parfum d'Empire. You can see there. The fragrance is called Ombre Roose. Stands out against any other fragrance in this house. I don't think they've done anything that comes close to this. But this one's like a leathery amber incense fragrance. There's loads going on in here. It's very spicy, kind of like dry, warm spice. It's very smoky. It's got a background of some spicy dried fruit. It's got honey in here and also a big hit of tea. So, as I said, lots going on. And in this fragrance, unlike most fragrances, it's actually quite easy to pick out individual notes. But really highly recommend you try that one if you haven't. It's a really great amber fragrance. It's perfectly suited for sort of autumn and winter months. Next one we've got is from another house that doesn't really get talked about. The house is called Maître Parfum et Gantier, and this one is called Ombre Précieux. I'll try and focus there so you can see how it's spelt. Really grand looking bottle, cool looking lid. But again, this is an awesome fragrance. This one's it's very rich balsamic, a mix of amber and incense, but it's also got a contrast of sweet vanilla and bitter myrrh, which work really well together. This one makes me think of like a late November when you're out shopping, the Christmas lights are on, you're wearing a hat, a big coat, and there's all those great smells of sort of winter spices that are being sold in the shops. And this fragrance kind of clings to you. It gives you a really rich, warm, comforting feeling. Perfect for sort of November, December, that kind of time. And honestly, it's a really great fragrance. Highly recommend you try it if you haven't. Next one is one that you will all have heard of. This is from the House of Tom Ford, and this is Amber Absolute. This is probably one of the most luxurious smelling ambers that I've come across. First blast on this one is a little bit pungent, but just leave it for, I don't know, 15 minutes and then the magic happens with this. It's a beautiful amber and incense of vanilla. Very dry, almost dusty. It's rich, it's warm, it's balsamic. Unfortunately, they've discontinued this fragrance for a second time. I'm pretty sure that it's one of the most commercially successful Tom Ford private blends, so not sure why it's been deleted again, but for any of you do that have a bottle of that, congratulations, you've got a really great fragrance. Number 2, this is from the Dior Privé line, and this is called Nitza. And this is easily my favourite Dior Privé fragrance. It's actually marketed for women. I'm not quite sure why, because if fragrances like Ombre Nuit and Bois d'Argent are marketed as unisex, I'm not sure why this one wouldn't be as well. It's not a particularly feminine fragrance at all to me. But it's a beautiful mix of amber, incense, cinnamon and spice. It's very warming again, this one. Kind of, again, gives you that comforting feeling that I mentioned before. And the last one we've got, this one's a masterpiece. This is a fragrance that's inspired by the scent of being in a hotel or an apartment. You've got the window open and you've got the aroma of the dry air sweeping in from the Maghreb desert and then mixing with the scent of all the baking and the spices in the streets below. If that description hasn't told you what it is, I'm sure it has, but it is from Andy Tower Perfumes, and this is L'air du Désert Marocain. Beautiful fragrance. It's dry, resinous, spicy, lots of amber of course, lots of cedar in here. Stunning creation. Any true fragrance fanatic has got to try that fragrance. So there you go guys, that is 5 amber fragrances, that kind of the best ones that I've smelt during my fragrance journey. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment with some of your favourites. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Just to say that you can purchase most of these from my online store, and along with 500 other fragrances. My online store is called fragrancesamplesuk.com. If you're outside of the UK, you can't actually check out the web on the website, so you need to just have a look on the website, see what you want, and then you'd have to email us to arrange the order. And the email address is info@fragrancesamplesuk.com. So there you go, guys. Be back very soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.